Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in for another episode of the weekly power rankings for this 2024 NFL season. And week 2 of the NFL season was crazy. We had upsets. We had a lot of surprising wins. We had a lot of close games, and we also had some blowouts. So it is time for me to give my updated power rankings heading into week 3 of this NFL season. I'm not going to make this intro any longer, so without further ado, let's dive into it. Last week's ranking, so like I said, it is subject to change. So a lot that went down, so let's just get into it. All right, I'm starting these game by game, and we're gonna start off with Thursday night. Bills and Dolphins. I don't know what made me put the Dolphins at S last week, but that's definitely gonna drop. I still think a very good team. We'll have to see what this Tua situation is looking like. Prayers go out to them, but defensively, they didn't look good. Offensively, they kind of stumbled. Tua threw a few picks before getting out of the game. And the Buffalo Bills, I had them in A. I can't put them at S just yet, so I'm going to put the Bills at A as well. But Josh Allen played very well. James Cook in that first half, 3 touchdowns. Their defense played incredibly stout. So this Buffalo Bills team, still a very good team. Miami, we also have to hit the look without Tua. Next, we're going to go on those Sunday's games. We're going to start off with the Ravens and the Raiders. I had the Ravens at B. I'm sorry, I'm going to put them at B. Late game, they didn't close the game out, one with running Derrick Henry, and I'm assuming that was the reason they probably got Derrick Henry, was to close out some of those football games. Couldn't do it. Now for the Las Vegas Raiders. This is tough, but I'm going to put the Raiders at a B for the moment, mainly because who would have thought they was going to play so well offensively? Davante Adams turned into the younger version of Davante Adams, the dominant one. And defensively, they really made things tough on this Ravens offense. So I'm going to put the Raiders at a B for now. Next, we're going to go to the Carolina Panthers, which is still the worst team in football, versus the Chargers. I had the Chargers at B. I kind of want to move them up, but then I don't. I mean, you can only take so much from this football team by beating the Panthers at this point. So I can't move them up, but I just can't. They're going to stay at B. The Panthers are just the worst team in football. I do like what they're doing with J.K. Dobbins from The Ohio State University, running the football. Justin Herbert's been playing solid. Their defense played very good these first 2 games. So I'm going to put the Chargers at B for now, but they have the close to move up to A. Next, we're going to have the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. I'm moving the Saints up. I am moving the Saints up to B. This is a really surprising football team. And the way they dominated on defense, the way this offense has been clicking on all cylinders, Alvin Kamara, Derek Carr, this team has just been clicking on all cylinders on both sides of the ball with that dominant win. And I had the Cowboys in S. I am dropping them to an A. For them to lay an egg like that, I am dropping this Dallas Cowboys football team to an A. After beating up on a very good Cleveland Browns defense, then you just lay a complete egg on both sides of the football against the Saints. So you're going to drop from the S tier for that. Next, we're going to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. The way the Bucs have been playing, I'm moving the Bucs up to A. This Bucs team has still been a very good team, and I still put the Lions at S. It is a very, very, very close ball game. Despite the loss for the Lions, they are still a very good football team. The Buccaneers have been playing some very good football. Baker Mayfield has been looking very good these first 2 games. So I'm going to put the Bucs at an A. I'm really starting to believe in the Bucs. I was one that kind of slept on them. I'm really starting to believe in them right now. As the Lions go, it was just a tough game. It was just a really tough game. Aiden Hutchinson was a dominant beast. It's just things were close. It just happened to lose a close one. That happens in the NFL. I still have them in an X. Next, we're going to have the Colts and the Packers. I had the Colts at C. I'm keeping the Colts there. Packers, I'm still going to keep at B. Both teams don't move. But I do like some of the things I've seen with the Packers without Jordan Love. They were able to run the football effectively. I do like Anthony Richardson starting to really start to progress as we see as a quarterback. It's just something with this Colts team I think is more defensively. It's kind of like hit or miss with this Colts defense. But overall, both teams stay where they are. Now we're going to talk about the Cleveland Browns and Jacksonville Jaguars game. And I had the Browns at C. I'm keeping Brown there. Actually, I think I'm going to move the Browns to B. They did play a lot better defensively in this ball game. Jacksonville, they just cannot get out of their own way. I'm going to drop Jacksonville to a C for now. Trevor Lawrence is it's just not the leap that we thought he could take this year. Defensively, it's still some things missing there. But this team, overall, I just thought would have been better. Just like this Browns team, I thought they were going to be better. Deshaun Watson still, to me, is a bit of a question mark, but I'm going to move them up for now because of the way that they play solid offensively against the Jaguars. I still want to see more from them. And the Jaguars, I think the ceiling of this team is higher than what they're playing to right now. Next, we're going to have the San Francisco 49ers and the Vikings. I had the Vikings at B. I'm almost pushing to move the Vikings up to A. I'm moving the Vikings up to A. I'm moving the Vikings up to an A. Mainly, who thought Sam Darnold was going to play this well? We're going to see what this Justin Jefferson injury looked like. But that defense has played tremendously good football, especially against the 49ers offense who can score points in bunches. And offensively, like I said, Sam Darnold's been playing some really, really solid football. And as far as the 49ers go, it's tough with all these injuries, but I'm still going to keep the 49ers one of the better teams in football. I still think they're one of the best teams in football. Just like the Lions, it's kind of like you get those close losses. So I still think the Niners are there. It didn't play bad. It was just they got, Brock Purdy did make some mistakes. The offensive line did give up a few sacks, but I just still think this team still one of the better teams in football despite the loss. Today's video is brought to you by ExpressVPN. For me, it is very important to have a VPN to protect my online privacy. It'd be very, very creepy if there was someone out there who kept a log of every single thing that you did online. So why let your internet provider really do that to you online? The best thing to do is to get yourself a VPN, and why not go with ExpressVPN, the best VPN available. Personally, I like it for the fact that you can unlock Netflix shows that you do not get in the US market. Now, one show that I've started to get myself into is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You search Brooklyn Nine-Nine in the US, doesn't come up, but you can switch your location to Canada and you can research Brooklyn Nine-Nine again, and bam, it pops up right then and there, and you can catch up on your episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Now, if you click the link in the description below, you will get 3 free months of ExpressVPN. Just by clicking the link below and you sign up today, you will get 3 months free of ExpressVPN. All you have to do is click the link down below and you will get ExpressVPN. Now, let's just get back to the video. Next, we're going to go to the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. I do like what I've seen from the Patriots. They did play good football. I'm going to put the Patriots at C for now. And as far as the Seattle Seahawks go, I'm keeping them at a B. I do really like how Geno played last week against the Patriots. I do like how Geno played. They did get good games from DK and Jackson Smith-Njigba from the Ohio State University. They did get good games from them. I just don't think the Seahawks team is up there, I think, with some of the better teams in the conference, but they are pushing. They are pushing and playing some good football. So I'm going to put the Seahawks at B, and I'm going to keep the Patriots at C. Next, we're going to have the Jets and the Titans. Can Will Levis stop being stupid? I'm going to put the Titans in C because they get in their own way offensively. Back-to-back weeks, Will Levis just does something stupid. I thank him for week 1 as a Bears fan. But Will Levis, when he's not doing anything stupid, he plays good football. He just got to get out of his own way. And we're talking about the Jets. I'm going to put them at a B. It just, at times, it just did not look good. At times, it was just like, It sucks Jermaine Johnson's down for the year. And it sucks they don't have Hassan Reddick. That was a big reason they brought him in, was to help with the pass rush. And it was a close game. I still think it's more to do with the Jets offense. Defensively, they're getting somewhat better. It just, if Will Levis doesn't do anything stupid, you might be talking about a whole different ballgame. So, Jets B, Titans C. Giants and the Commanders. The Giants, I will give them credit. They play better, but still a D. Commanders, still a C. They kicked too many field goals. They kicked too many damn field goals for me to move this Commanders team up. They did. I do like what I'm seeing from Jaden Daniels, and I think that's what the season was supposed to be all about for them. Anyway, I do like the progression that we're seeing from Jaden Daniels. And the Giants, Daniel Jones did play better. I still don't believe in him. They did play better. Defensively, they did make some holes, they stops, but man, I'm still not a believer in Daniel Jones. Next, we're going to go to the Rams and the Cardinals. I had the Cardinals at D. I'm moving them up to a C just based off of the blowout win against the Rams. And I'm going to have to move the Rams down. You lose Puka and Cooper Kupp. I think that was part of the reason why they didn't look so good offensively. Defensively, they got torched by this Arizona Cardinals team. Trey McBride, very good weapon. Marvin Harrison Jr. from B.R. Harris State University was a very good piece that they should have used last week, that he got more involved. 2 touchdowns. They ran the football well with James Conner. The Cardinals just offensively looked like they was doing what they wanted to do with this Rams defense. And that's why I dropped the Rams and moved the Cardinals up. Next, we're going to go to the Steelers and the Broncos. To be honest, I don't think these teams really did anything impressive. So I'm keeping the Broncos at C. Keeping the Steelers at B. I love Justin Fields, also from B.R. Harris State University. He played a lot better football than he did last week. They got in the end zone. Defensively is where I thought the Steelers were going to lay this head on. T.J. Watt, tremendous. Alex Highsmith, tremendous. That secondary, Mika Fitzpatrick made plays. So defensively, that's where they were going to lay their hat, and they're doing that. Offensively, I think they're improving and getting better. Fields is getting better. The running game is still, I think it's just solid. But I think overall, the Steelers are what they thought they were. Offense rolled the ship, defense carried. Next, we're going to go to the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs still an S. I'm still putting the Bengals in A. The Bengals had opportunities to win this game, and I think if it wasn't for that pass interference penalty, they'd win that game. Very close football game. Joe Burrow looked a lot better this week than he did last week. The Chiefs are just the Chiefs. They just find ways to win football games. Even though I personally think there may be a little bit of a questionable call on that pass interference, and Patrick Mahomes did not play his best football. He really did not play his best football, if we're going to be 1,000% honest. But they just made the plays when they needed to. Defensively, I still think the interior outside of Chris Jones can use some help. But defensively, they've been making plays. And the Bengals, I can't move them because we see where this team can be. Very close game, but I think that pass interference call maybe should have been not a pass interference. But next, we're going to go to my Bears versus the Texans. I think I'm moving the Texans up to S. I am moving the Texans up to S. The way that this team was able to get out the Bears Caleb Williams, even though our interior of the offensive line sucks. I'll leave my reaction in the cards to that game, but our interior offensive line sucks. Defensively, the Bears played some very good football. They only allowed 1 touchdown and the rest field goals to a very explosive Texans offense. They did move the ball successfully at times, but the Bears defense, which I'm going to put the Bears at a B, and I'm only putting him at a B because of the defense. We did see some flashes when Caleb Williams has time. He can find open receivers, and I think that's going to come with more time. I just really believe that. But this offensive line and the interior are bad. Nate Davis, Coleman Shelton getting blown off the ball. But I will give the credit to the Texans. They brought the house. They really made things difficult for Caleb Williams. And offensively, C.J. Stroud from The Ohio State University is him. He's him. Point blank period. So I'm moving the Texans up to S. Next is the Monday night. We have the Falcons. I'm going to keep the Falcons at B. For the Eagles, I'm keeping the Eagles at B. I think if Saquon Barkley catches that ball, we could be talking about a very different ball game. But the thing with this Eagles defense, which still remains true and which is why I don't have high expectations for them, they let leads up late. They did it again. Against a Falcons offense that they were moving the ball somewhat successfully during the course of this ball game. There's Falcons secondary with Bates and Simmons. Terrell have been playing some really good football. Judon gets healthy and he gets it in. I think it's going to be better. This Falcons team, I think, with Mooney, who had a very good game, London, who had a very good game, I think this team could be something to deal with. And then we talking about Bijan Robinson had a very good game, type like 7 to 8 yards of pop running the football. I'm keeping the Falcons at B, and I'm keeping the Eagles at B. And like this Eagles defense, I just can't trust them. But these are my rankings for week 3 of this 2024 NFL season. Feel free to comment you guys' thoughts down below. Let me know what you guys think. And I will catch you guys in the next one. APW Sports signing out. Make sure you guys stay safe. Have a great and excellent day. And I'll catch you guys again. Peace.